Welcome. In front of me is a NUBIA Focus 2 Ultra, and today I'll show you how you can enable and set up your portable hotspot. So, to get started, you'll want to swipe down from the top of your screen twice, which will pull down and show you all the toggles. And in here, we're looking for the hotspot toggle. Now, for me, the toggle is located on the first page right over here, but if you don't see it anywhere, you might need to add it yourself by clicking right here on this pencil, and then finding it right here below, holding it, and just dragging it over. And there, when you go back, you should be able to find it here. Now, anyway, once you see it in this list, hold it again, and this will quickly take you to the settings. Now, the reason you want to navigate into the settings is because under the Setup Wi-Fi Hotspot, you will find right here fully randomly generated password. Now this one I don't think is actually randomly generated because it only consists of numbers. That's not normal. So usually it's a combination of letters and numbers. Now in any case, I would just recommend getting rid of it and then setting up your own password, which will need to have at least 8 characters in length. That can be letters, numbers, doesn't really matter. And once you click on the OK, it gets saved, and that's really one of the most important things that I recommend navigating here for. But while you're already in here, you can change other things, like for instance the AP band. Now we do have two options, 2.4 or 5 GHz, with 2.4 being selected by default, which is what could be considered as a compatibility mode, which means that in this mode your hotspot will work with virtually every device that is Wi-Fi capable of, like, utilizing Wi-Fi. And the 5 GHz might be a faster, stronger signal, but it's not going to be used by every device. So devices that don't support it straight up will not see your hotspot at all. And anyway, in this case, you need to go back here and drop it to 2.4. In general, I don't think there's much purpose for you to select the higher one if you don't have, or if you're not living like a very congested area where you have a lot of Wi-Fi signals and a lot of interference. If you do, and somehow like the connection to 2.4 is unreliable, you could change it to 5 GHz, and that could give you a more stable connection. But if you don't live in, like, I don't know, maybe New York City, I don't think that there is really need to change it. The faster connection and the fact that 5 GHz connection allows for more devices being connected is not really a benefit to you in any case, just because it's still a phone mobile network. You're not going to be pushing 2.4 GHz network to its limit, so you sure should not going to be pushing the 5 one. So it really is redundant to change it to the higher one when you don't have like problems with connectivity in general. If you do, then change it. If you don't, and then obviously keep it at this one. And I want to point out, even if you have problems with connectivity and you change it, the first thing that I mentioned, not every device will support it, still applies. So you might need to sometimes just suck it up and deal with it. If, for instance, like maybe your laptop that you're trying to use this with does not support Wi-Fi that is 5 GHz band. In this case, you're just forced to use the 2.4. In any case, once you select either one of those options right here, you can close this up, and now all we need to do is just turn it on by finding the toggle and tapping on it. Now there's two things that will happen. Number one, this mode will run indefinitely in the background, because there was no option as far as I saw. Oh no, wait, there is one. Okay, never mind, it's not going to run indefinitely. The option was actually in a different location right here. So hotspot auto off policy, so after 10 minutes of no connectivity, it will disconnect. So this is actually a better option right here, because it refers to devices disconnecting from hotspot for the hotspot to start the countdown and turn off after that 10 minutes. The reason I'm pointing that out is because some other devices just have no kind of data usage one, where if device isn't using data, mobile data through this phone as a hotspot for 10 minutes, it will turn it off. Sometimes you might not be using the hotspot for 10 minutes, the internet from it, but you still might need to use it in a moment, right? It's just a little bit longer than 10 minutes. So the one that keeps you connected is going to be the better one, as you don't need to use it, but as long as it, for instance, laptop as an example, is connected to it because you're still working as an example, it will continuously stay on. The moment you, for instance, close it, it goes to sleep, the laptop meaning, it then starts that countdown and turns it off. Now here we do have two options as well. We have 10 and 30 minutes as well if you want to choose that for the other options, or you can select never, though I don't recommend the never option. The reason I don't recommend it is because otherwise that hotspot will run indefinitely, and there's a couple things that it changes. So number one, it uses more of your phone's battery, and number two, it turns off your Wi-Fi. So you can see that Wi-Fi is now off. If I turn off the hotspot, Wi-Fi becomes re-enabled. So the phone doesn't have enough antennas, so it's using the Wi-Fi antennas to broadcast this signal now. And basically you're limited to only being able to use one. So anyway, once you're done using it, you can, like you see, turn it off by also tapping on it manually. So there we go. Hopefully you found this video helpful. And if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.